Route 66 was a highway from Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California before the interstate highway system was rebuilt. Completed in 1926, it became famous during the Great Depression in the 1930s when people moved west looking for a better life. Today, Route 66 is called the Mother Road, the Will Rogers Highway, or the Main Street of America, and in California the National Trails Highway, where only parts of it are maintained. In Arizona, between Kingman and the Colorado River in the Black Mountains, is an old gold mining town called Oatman. In 1863, two prospectors struck a $10 million gold find, and the town began to grow as 3,500 miners poured in to work the mines. From 1915 to 1930, Oatman boomed as new technology discovered incredibly rich ore bodies, and better means of transportation made gold mining more productive. For about a decade, the mines of Oatman were among the largest gold producers in the American West. It is said the gold recovered from the local mines is said to have financed part of World War I. The district produced $40 million in gold, which would be $2.6 trillion in today's market. When we went to Oatman, it was during the Christmas holidays, and the road leading up to Oatman, all of the bushes along the highway were decorated. I later found out that my niece's third grade class was one of the classes that decorated the bushes. This I don't know if you'd call these Christmas tree decorations or just bush decorations, but this one even has presents underneath of it. And this next one has a cute little sign that says, "Some of my best friends are flakes." There are a lot of interesting things to see on this highway going up to Oatman, and I really like this sign. Government is like a fire, useful in the fireplace, but if it gets out of its place, it will consume everything you own. Signed, George Washington. Here's something else you don't see very often, an antique gasoline pump. Now we are welcome to Oatman. This is the main drag of Oatman, and you can see how the burros roam freely in the town. Caution, our donkeys think your dog is lunch. You can see how busy Main Street is by all the parked cars there. And then here we have the Glory Hole Museum. This will give you an idea of how much freedom the burros have in Oatman. They just really roam the streets begging for food. And here comes another burro looking for some free love. This sign takes us back to a free mine museum, and we're going to go inside that mine. I understand this is not one of the original gold mines. It's kind of been recreated for the tourist trade in Oatman, but it will give you a good idea of what it's like inside a mine. Okay, we're inside the mine. See, it's all shored up with lumber up above, a little bit of concrete on this wall over here. We're going to go back. Oh my God, look what we found. Some poor guy didn't get out of here. Here's another tunnel into the mine here with some water jugs, I guess. I don't know what kind of light we're going to get back here. to the back of the mine here. Okay, we're all the way to the back. This is where the mine kind of ends. We'll turn around and look where we just came from. Alright, we'll walk back there now. Gets kind of dark. I hope this camera's recording.
There are lots of interesting things to see in Oatman. Here's a turkey that apparently survived Thanksgiving, and I'm wondering if they're just fattening him up for Christmas. Here's an antique tractor from the turn of the century, and look at those wheels. Boy, that'll get you some traction in the rocks. Here's another example of the burros really controlling the town. I think one of them might be the mayor of the town. And the rest of them are probably part of the city council.
It's a message from the burros. It says, "We burros can smell water 20 miles away. We carry our babies for 11 months. We first came to Oatman with early day prospectors hauling rock and ore inside the mines. Outside the mines we hauled water and supplies. As the mines closed, we were released into the hills of Oatman. Our average lifespan is 30 to 35 years. Enjoy your town and thanks for the treats."
The burros of one of the town's assets. As likewise, here's another sign honoring the burros.
The Oatman burro. The burro played a varied and extremely critical role in Oatman's mining history. We are extremely strong and sure-footed and carried everything the miners and prospectors needed, from gold ore, equipment, machinery parts, long steel cable, and of course our owner. Early days prospectors would go weeks and occasionally even months without seeing another human being, and a bottle of whiskey was a poor substitute for sitting alone on the side of some mountain. Many of us miners and prospectors found we had a true friend we could talk to, complain to, as well as rely on for survival. A friend who was so loyal and hardworking, so tough and so strong, and often so reciprocal that our relationships passed the bounds of simple friendship. This friend was our burro. Miners often became so attached to our burros that they frequently shared their beans and biscuits in return. They were a loyal friend who always seemed to make sure their owner somehow made it over the next hill. Thanks for visiting our mining camp. Y'all come back now.
In 1921, a fire burned most of the buildings on the north end of town, but Oatman Hotel was spared and is famous as the honeymoon stop of Clark Gable and Carol Lombard after their wedding in Kingman in 1939. Inside the Oatman Hotel, there are $70,000 in autographed $1 bills pasted on the walls and the ceiling. The main street frequently features gunfights as regular entertainment every afternoon. Aside from the gunfights, the main street of Oatman is just full of places where shoppers can do shopping, and when you're inside a store, you're likely to find anything. Well, that sums up our tour of Oatman. Next time you're in Laughlin or this part of Arizona, stop by Oatman and see it for yourself. And if you like this video, please do me a favor and click the thumbs up button down below, and that'll make this a video available to others.